drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
14.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10. On play action. Now McCarthy. Going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to
Working
go.
out of the gun is McCarthy. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Intended for Cam.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Quickly to Addison here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It's a loss of 2.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down the right sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Down the right sideline. And he gets it all the way. Scatterboo hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some
drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some
drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some
drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some
drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they
Yo.
basically in the shadows of their own end zone,
Yo.
down the field, and a lot of
Why the Yo. 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 Why the Yo. Hello.
adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready.
Now Gino. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him
Many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it. You had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
and able to get to him, put him on the ground.
Fuck do you mean?
At a 3rd and 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Smith. He finds his man complete. That's Gardner. finds through, and now a crease. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 50, it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Raiders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Raiders 61.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll check this one down to Scatterbo. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air with McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton.
McCarthy's pass.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Felton. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
McCarthy's pass.
2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45.
Now McCarthy. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
A loss of a yard.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
For CD Lamb.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll try and do this himself, and they can't bring him down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second.
That wasn't even on.
Record to kick off for the Vikings.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Gino now to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.